This is JK Outdoors coming at you with a top 5 bass fishing summer baits. Okay, so we'll get right into this. I'd say number one for the lakes I fish at would have to be a frog. You can use the soft body frogs with like a 4 or 5/0 hook, wide gap. I use Gamakatsu EWG hooks, but any of those wide gaps will work. So this one here I believe is a Strike King frog. It works pretty good. I'd trim the legs a little bit, but yeah, if you just twitch this along the top of the water, let it sit every once in a while, the bite's kind of slow. This is probably number one. Okay, number two would be a Senko, or just a regular stick bait. This one's Gary Yamamoto 5-inch Senko. I believe it's in watermelon red flake. So this would be number two, because any of these lures right here, you get a strike. Some of the time you throw it back, you'll get that fish again, but there is that good chance that they won't bite again. So you need to follow up bait, and this right here, for me, is the way to go. It really comes down to the proof. You know, it catches fish. I'm not gonna lie. So coming in at number three is the chatterbait. I'd put at number three because you can move a lot of water and you can cover a lot of water. Okay, this will be a good reaction strike bait, but it's at number three, not higher, because the lake I fish at has quite a bit of cover, and these just really do. If you see, that's a big hook to get hung up and weeds and such. So that's why this came at number three. Otherwise, if you're at a really clear lake, you can use a spinnerbait too. I'd prefer chatterbait to look a little more realistic. If you're at a really clear lake, or semi-clear to really clear with like rocks or just a lot of laydowns, not a whole lot of weeds, this would be definitely come in handy. I would for sure have this tied on at all times. So that's at number three. Coming in at number four is a Fluke. There are other brands out there, but for the price and quality, I'd use Zoom Super Flukes. This is just the white pearl version. You can use any of the colors really, but I prefer the white pearl or some sort of lighter, like whitish color. I think there's like cream colors and all kinds of colors, but this would be number four, just because it catches fish. You can use it so many different ways. You can just jerk it along real fast, you'll get that reaction strike, or you can just let it sink like a Senko. It's just, there's so many different ways, and it does catch fish, but it's at number four just because I just haven't had the luck I should have on it. You know, I just haven't got the hookup ratio. It's got a lot of strikes, but I can't hook up on the fish, so that's why it's at number four. Still, really great bait. I'm gonna change up some of the hook strategies I use. Hopefully that'll help. So coming in at number five, is the jig. You can use all kinds of jigs. Football jigs, just swim jigs work. Even this is a all-terrain tackle Grassmaster jig, and this one has, I believe it's a Mr. Twister Magnum Sensation, I believe, trailer. There's hundreds of different trailers, jigs that all work. Okay, this one has a rattle, but this is at number five. I'm still gonna have it tied on all the time in the summer, no matter what lake almost. But it's at number five just because it doesn't quite. You can't cover a lot of water with it. For number one, for number two, it hasn't caught that many fish for me later in the summer, mid to late summer. And I'll do probably late summer baits too. Okay, so stay tuned for that later this year. But this would definitely be probably number one, if not number two, if not one, in the spring fishing baits. It really catches fish when they're on the beds. You bring this along, they see this, the bass are gonna get mad. Okay, so that's why it's sitting at number five. If it were spring, it would definitely be number two, or for sure one. So that is my top five summer baits. Again, this is my opinion. There's a lot out here like this videos, but this is just my opinion. So stay tuned. The next video you see will probably be a review. I think you'll really like it. It's on a pretty sweet, you'll see. I'm not going to really tell you yet, but you'll see. If you stay tuned, in the next probably week it'll be up. There might be a different video review up before that. You guys will like that too. So stay tuned, comment and subscribe, any of your opinions. So thank you guys.